Hello, welcome back to Miss Casella's classroom. This book here is called A Terrible Thing Happened. It's by Margaret H. Holmes and illustrated by Carly Pillo, doing my personal best. In the story, we don't know what the terrible thing is that happened, but this character saw something, and it's a call out to people who have witnessed particularly acts of violence. It doesn't always have to be something like a mother getting beat on by her husband. It's not stereotype scenarios. It's also scenarios like witnessing a car crash, something that was an accident, something terrible, maybe a house caught on fire. I'm sure we can insinuate all kinds of terrible things. And it talks about the way things manifest. So I'm just going to read it for what it is, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a good one for all ages. A terrible thing happened. Sherman Smith saw the most terrible thing. He was very upset. It really scared Sherman to see such a terrible thing. Sherman did not like feeling so afraid. He did not want to remember what happened, so Sherman decided not to think about the terrible thing he saw. Sherman thought that would make him feel better. At first, the plan seemed to work. Sherman woke up every morning, he brushed his teeth, and he went to school. Sherman played with his friends, he teased his sister, and he walked his dog. Everything seemed all right for a while. But something inside of Sherman was starting to bother him. Just notice he's getting aggressive. Sherman had to play more, run faster, and sing louder in order to forget the terrible thing he saw. Other things started happening to Sherman too. Sometimes he did not feel hungry. Sometimes his stomach hurt or his head hurt. Sometimes he felt sad, but he didn't know why. Sometimes he was nervous for no reason at all. Sometimes he did not sleep very well. Sometimes when he did sleep, he had very bad dreams. The bad dreams scared Sherman. All of these things made Sherman angry. It seemed like Sherman was angry all the time. Sherman started getting into trouble at school. Sometimes he felt so angry that he did mean things. Getting into trouble so often made Sherman feel bad. Look, if you can't treat other people nicely in this classroom, you're not allowed in this classroom. Sherman did not understand all of his bad feelings. He felt confused. Sometimes parents help children figure out their feelings. Sometimes teachers and other grown-ups help us. That is how Sherman met Miss Maple. Miss Maple helped Sherman think about his feelings. She listened while Sherman talked to her. They played while they talked. Sherman did not feel as mixed up when he talked to Miss Maple. Once when Sherman and Miss Maple were coloring, she told him to draw a picture of how he felt when he was angry. This seemed like a strange thing to draw, but Sherman did it. After that, Sherman drew lots of pictures. Pictures of the pain in his stomach, pictures of the bad dreams he had, pictures of the fear he felt. and at last pictures of the terrible thing he saw. Sherman and Miss Maple talked about the pictures. He asked if the terrible thing he saw was his fault. Sherman said he worried a lot about that. No, Miss Maple told Sherman, it was not your fault. Sherman told Miss Maple a lot of things. He told her about the bad dreams. He told her how scared he felt. It was all very hard to do. Miss Maple was proud that Sherman was trying to talk about such hard things. Sherman found that it felt good to let his feelings out. Feeling good helped Sherman feel stronger. And when Sherman felt stronger, he did not feel so angry. Nothing can change the terrible thing that Sherman saw, but now he does not feel so mean. He is not so scared or worried. His stomach does not hurt as much, and the bad dreams hardly ever happen. Sherman Smith is feeling much better now. He just thought you would want to know. And the last page here talks a bit about how research of talking about your feelings and people who are victims, again, just terrible things that people might witness: death, homicide, suicide, fire, hurricanes, flood, car crash, school violence, gang violence. There's interesting things to read about guilt and a sense of responsibility people might feel, and it doesn't matter the age. I love stories because you don't have to be an elementary school student to read a story like this. The plot is there to bring to light the deeper themes. I really like how Miss Maple was proud of Sherman and she took the time to listen to him and to talk, and I thought it was interesting how he drew pictures of the pain he felt inside of his stomach. I encourage you to talk about things that are bothering you. Maybe it's not something violent that happened. Maybe it's just something you saw on TV or something you heard and you just want to run it by somebody. Please do. Hope to see you next time.